should thank the Most High for every out of order black man. Now, listen, let me explain. First of all, nobody should be committing any crime. None of us should be committing crime. None of us should be selling drugs. None of us should be gang banging. None of these things. Any kind of crime we should not be doing in this kingdom, because it 9 out of 10 it leads to your destruction. But why do I say that? Because without the spirit of rebelling against this place, then you would create heaven in America for Satan. Like that rebellious spirit that's in us, that's always going up against them, that is who Moses took out of Egypt. That's who fought in Babylon. It was them brothers. Yeah. And that's who the ones who was getting killed in Egypt when Moses went down to check on them brothers. It was them brothers who was not, who couldn't take it, what the Egyptians was doing to them. And let me tell you something. The fact that you have that in America among us means that there is hope that our people will rise to the occasion to obey the Lord and do what needs to be done. Damn near being a criminal and a drug dealer is the consolation prize for the real thing you're supposed to do. The real thing you're supposed to do is come into the truth and totally go against Esau the way we do in the ISUPK. Right. But for ignorant brothers who don't know better, they got enough wherewithal to know that they being treated like garbage and murdered in this system. And so they going off. Yeah. And that's why us teaching them and waking them up will bring them back to the truth and bring them back out of that. And then they're going to really be like the brothers in here are, something to deal with. Because a lot of brothers after that shoot knock was ready to go on out. They was ready. They was done. It was a wrap. But only because of the grace and mercy of the Most High, they was willing to try to suppress their anger one more day to fight a better way. Not to be violent, but to fight righteously in the camp. And if I could, let me read a scripture on it, if I could. If you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th, I think it's the 25th chapter, and read the 17th verse. And you know what I mean? Let me go up. Yeah. Let me start at boy, I want to get four verses out of you, but I think I'm just gonna go to 17 if I could, 25:17. Because the Most High remembered what these Edomites did and how they did it. And this is why they murder in the church, in the supermarket. Because these are a coward people against the Lord's chosen. And so absolute suppression is what they believe they have to do. Because once again, they're trying to build a kingdom of Satan. They want to rule the world. They want to rule space. They want to come together with technology so that they could have full control over the planet. They want to suppress all the dark nations, rise up all the white nations, and bring themselves into heaven on this planet. But the problem is everybody would comply. If the children of the Lord was not here, everybody would comply, and America would become super great, and all the kingdoms would come together and under them, and it would be perfect heaven. The problem is you are the chosen of the Lord, right, and your spirit cannot jive with their spirit. That's why the Lord said we were enemies in the womb. Coming out the womb, we had to come up against this cat. And the problem is, and this is so the Lord. If I could, just bear with me one more minute. What's you were mentioning something earlier, how they hate us and then go kill the people in church or the retirees in the supermarket. Here's the sad part. The people in church and them retirees are the ones that fought their whole life to join us to them. Not knocking them because they ain't supposed to die over no Edomite. I'm not dumping on those brothers and sisters that died. But it's a wake-up call for us. Those rebellious brothers are in the better spirit than the ones who's in the church, these politicians you watching on TV and making laws and doing this. They're the ones who's really hurting Black America, damn right, Latino America. And the Lord is bringing the thing back around, and now it's affecting them. This white supremacy that you tried to love so much is affecting you. And here's what the Lord said about it, if I could, and how these people are. This is the Most High. His authority. Go ahead,
Honorable Khan, sir. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 25 and verse 17. Remember what Amalek did.
Amalek is the royal family of Esau. He is known today as the Jewish people who have our identity. They're setting up heaven on earth and replacing you with the royal family of the white man. That's it. But the Lord ain't letting it work. He's not letting it happen. And thanks be to the Lord for the brothers who still seek out our identity, our culture. They spending billions, and they passing laws and getting ready to spend more money. They getting ready to come after all the social media zones. They getting ready to try to really rock out that internet underneath them, because they don't want this. They don't care if white people go out and kill black people, but they don't want black people to start looking at them. If black people start looking at them, it is the end of the world. And they know it.